When I think of Best of Two Worlds, my mind immediately goes back to Winnipeg. It goes back to Winnipeg about 6 years ago when I was at a small conference, and the keynote speaker there was a Mi'kmaq elder called Albert Marshall. And he spoke about the idea that he put into a book in 2004 called Two-Eyed Seeing. And the key word that I took away from that presentation, and I talked to Albert afterwards, and I even got him to sign the program, which is in my office at the university. The key word that we took away from that was collaboration. And the idea of two-eyed seeing is that with one eye, one sees the world with an Indigenous lens, and with the other eye, one sees the world with a Western science lens. And what Albert spoke about and has written about and been recognized for is the insistence that the best for everyone, best for Indigenous communities, and the best for the understanding of science is to put those two views together. And when one thinks about how one uses two eyes, it makes sense. That's how we get perspective. And in our brains, the two messages from those two eyes are combined. And that's the approach that we've taken, this collaborative approach, in the work that our little group at Laurentian University has been doing, that I'd like to speak about on February the 16th. It's that collaborative approach which we think has worked very well in the work that we're doing with remote, not all of them actually remote, but many of them, remote First Nation communities in the far north of Ontario. So from just about the Trans-Canada Highway up to Hudson Bay and over to James Bay, and then across to the Manitoba border. So 5 tribal councils and Grand Council Treaty 3 have all been involved in this collaborative approach in looking at the potential impacts of climate change and how their communities can prepare for those impacts, which are already affecting them. So that's what I'm happy to be contemplating, talking about on February the 16th for the hour that I've been given between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Although I'm not going to talk all that time. I'm interested in questions and interested in having a bit of a discussion about the work that we've done and the approach that we've taken, and Albert Marshall's contribution to how we can collaborate and work together in an area, climate change area, that's becoming more and more threatening, bringing more and more risks to communities. And my goodness, we do need to work together.